Hello participants, welcome to lesson 3. I'm sure you enjoyed lesson 1 and lesson 2. In this lesson, we are going to examine cases of repression and also good practices in the promotion of freedom of expression. So let's get to class. Yes, welcome to class. In this lesson, we will examine some cases of repression and good practices in the promotion of freedom of expression in some countries. The right to freedom of expression is a fundamental human right enshrined in international law. We saw this in lesson 1, and it is a necessary condition for the realization of many other fundamental human rights. The right to artistic freedom relates more specifically to creative forms of expression and the production of various forms of art. Despite the fact that freedom of expression is provided for in many domestic laws, the ability of artists to perform, display, or even disseminate their works is limited through direct and indirect means. As a result, few artists remain willing to publicly express critical views or use their work to explore controversial themes. A local visual artist, Owen Maseko, opened a new exhibition at the Bulawayo National Art Gallery. It was made up of paintings of the turbulent period in his country when government troops committed mass atrocities said to have killed thousands of people in the region. His exhibition showed President Robert Mugabe and the late Vice President bending to sign a peace agreement. And guess what? He was charged under the criminal law for ethnic bias. In Somalia, artists still remain in the country because they are either unable to flee or have chosen not to, are continually faced with targeted killings, intimidation, and deprivation of their basic rights to work and express themselves. In Rwanda, the Great Rwanda, obstacles to artistic freedoms do not target a particular category of artists, but rather the women art practitioners. However, in most recent times, women projects like Ingoma Nshia have challenged traditional values and have for the first time allowed women drummers perform both nationally and internationally. Note that you can stop taking the lesson at any time and do other things. When you are back, you should continue from where you stopped. The Nigerian Broadcasting Commission banned the song "This Is Nigeria" by award-winning musician and lawyer Folarin Falana. It was said that the lyrics were vulgar and it showed girls dressed in hijab dancing, and this was condemned by a religious group, the Muslim Rights Concern. Yes, so we are in Turkey. In Turkey, over 30 artists were arrested and remanded in pre-trial custody for insulting the president. In Uganda, Viboyo, a popular artist, was detained for insulting the president also. So, despite the various cases of violation of the rights of artists in different countries, some countries are doing all they can to protect artistic freedom. For instance, France has a pioneering law on artistic freedom, and it proclaims that artistic creation is free. For the first time in international law, it establishes artistic expressions as public goods and further specifies that the dissemination of artistic creation is free. Also, in New Zealand, immigration authorities have reduced immigration barriers for international performers, musicians, and their crew. Yes, it's been an interesting time. I'm sure you have learned a lot. we have learned that in spite of the fact that freedom of expression is provided for in many domestic laws, the ability of artists to perform, display, or even disseminate their works is limited through direct and indirect means. We have also seen some cases where countries are doing all they can to protect the rights of artists. Wow, this has been an exciting lesson for me, and I hope for you too. And I hope you will go to the lesson notes and read it all over again and take the test. From me, it's thank you and goodbye.